So in this video, I just want to give you a quick summary of my strategy. Of course, I can't give everything like that out for free, but like recently my students are going crazy. If you just check on my social media platforms, it's everywhere. Like I'm posting their payouts, the certificates all the time, and trading has never become easier than that. You don't have to overcomplicate things. You don't have to be in the chart all day to be able to make money. Let's go and just give a quick explanation. This video is gonna be short. It's just like a general knowledge of my strategy. So first things first, weekly and daily, I'm trying to find both of them to be bearish or both of them to be bullish. In this example, both of them, as you can see, it's weekly bearish, daily bearish. What does that mean? That means that I know the direction of the trend. I know that the market trend on both weekly and daily, my highest time frames, it's telling me that it's about to go down. So the only thing I have to do is scale down to those time frames and find a sharp entry. But let's break it down a little bit. So weekly, it is bearish. I have a lot of videos explaining how the market trend works. I'm not gonna do it right now. So if you remember and you've seen my videos, those two should be your best friends, and always use the lines to identify the market trend. Then weekly it's bearish, we go to the daily, which is bearish. And just to clarify, daily was bearish from that point as well. And many of you will be like, no, that's no way, it's impossible. Yes, it is possible, because here was the higher low, here was the higher high. When we were bullish, market just broke the higher low, and so now we have a lower low, we have a break of structure, we go bearish, so we have a lower low here and a lower high up here, and nothing has broken those structure points. So the market trend on the daily time frame, it is bearish. If you haven't watched any of my videos or you're not inside my communities, of course you wouldn't know that, but you need to educate yourself properly, because you're missing opportunities while you think that that is bullish and now that is bearish. So once I know that both weekly and daily are bearish, in this example, I'm just going to find a daily zone. If I can find a weekly zone, it will be nice. If I don't, then I'm gonna find a daily zone that I see that price had a reaction. Whenever price was below, was going down. Whenever price was above, was bouncing and going up. And here the same. So the only thing I had to do once I marked the zone, I just checked a little bit to see how strong this zone is. And you can see here, price is respecting this certain area. So the only thing I had to do once I found out the market trend direction on both weekly and daily, then mark my zone on the daily. The only thing I had to do then is go to the 4-hour time frame into these zones and waiting for the pullback. Here price broke, came back, retested. I saw the slowing down, because you need to slow, like you need to leave the like when you're waiting for on the 4 hours for price to go back into your area of interest, you need to see some sort of breaking. What I mean by that is like when price is pulling back towards your area of interest, you can't just enter just the moment it gets into your area of interest. Nothing is certain. So you have to wait and give time to the trade to tell you that it's breaking down, it's slowing down. I think the area is a little bit higher. So for example, in this trade, price comes here, as you can see, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candlesticks in the row, 4-hour candlesticks. You see that they're coming into the zone and just slowly slowing down. So me knowing that, I know that it's about time for the reaction, and we're gonna go to the downside. So first thing, you need to find the 4-hour to slow down. You need to have a sign that the 4-hour is slowing down, and then on top of that, you go to the 30-minute time frame or 1 hour. I prefer the 30 minutes. Sometimes I combine it with the 1 hour, and I'm waiting for the break of structure. Since we are bullish, we're gonna go bearish. And once that happens, I'm placing my trade, and the rest is history. The whole point of knowing the market trend is I'm increasing my possibilities of trade going to my direction. I'm increasing the chances of trade following the direction I've chosen, if it is bearish or it's bullish, because I know the price is tending to go down. So the only thing I have to do on a very, also I'm increasing my probabilities because the area of interest is on the daily zone. So if the daily candlesticks respecting that area of interest, I have a higher probability on the 30-minute time frame and the 4-hour and the 1 hour to respect it. So both the market trend direction and the area of interest, both of those foundations, I'm getting those information from weekly and daily. I'm getting all those big data from weekly and daily, and then I'm scaling down on the 4-hour, 30-minute time frame, and I'm finding my entry. Simple as that. Don't overcomplicate things. Also, I have my community, my Discord community, which I'm sharing everything, all the before and the after getting the trade. So you also need a community so you can be able to have people around you that are doing the same as you do. And recently, one of my students just got his certificate, passed his funded account. Trading is simpler than you think, but the only thing you're missing is you're not actually taking the information and not executing the trades as you should. You're just going there and gambling your money. That's not the case. You should not go out there and risk so much with not knowing the proper things about trading. So educate yourself first and then going into the market. Follow me for more. Click the subscribe button. It's for free. Click the like button so it gives me support so I can do more of those videos. And click the bell so you can get notifications whenever I'm posting a brand new video.